guys, welcome back to my channel. It is a cold and rainy winter morning in Cape Town, and I'm deciding to make Amagwinya, also known as Vetkoeks, and I just thought I will take you guys through with it. This is not a cooking channel, but I'm just going to show you guys how I make Amagwinya. I know someone on the comments did ask me to do it with you guys the day I went to buy the groceries on that vlog, which was like a while ago. So anyway, I'm deciding to do that today. So yeah, let's make some Magwinya. So we're going to start with 4 cups of wheat flour, and then we're gonna add a teaspoon of salt and 3 teaspoons of yeast. And then you're going to add 6 tablespoons of sugar. I know it sounds like it's a lot, but you need to add in a minimum of 6 tablespoons in order to balance out the yeast. If you put less, your Magwinya will be sour. You'll actually taste the yeast and it's not going to be nice. So at a minimum of 6 so that they can be nice and souped. And then I added a tablespoon of canola oil. If you have olive oil, you can use olive oil, and then mix all the dry ingredients together to make sure that everything is combined. Once everything is combined, you're gonna go in with a cup of lukewarm water. You're gonna start adding in the water little by little, not all at once. So little by little, you're gonna add in your water and start mixing it together with the flour. Honestly, I was using the whisk for the camera, but it was not working. I decided to go back to the traditional way of doing things, and I used my hands. So as you can see, then I'm just mixing the flour properly. As you're mixing your flour, you're more than welcome to add in a little bit of flour or water as needed, just to get your dough mixture right, to a point where it's almost non-sticky. Like, it needs to be soft and pliable. Ideally, your dough mixture should look a little something like this after mixing it all together. Then I used a wooden spoon to mix the dough all over again, just to make sure that the yeast dissolves properly into the mixture, that I don't see any particles. And yeah, so I mixed it until I was comfortable that everything has dissolved properly. And now it's ready for me to prepare it to raise. Is it raise or rise? Raise, whichever one it is. Yeah, so I used a plastic bag. I almost said a checkers. Anyway, I used a plastic bag to cover it, so I just tightened it with a plastic bag. So because I didn't want to wait 2 hours for the dough to rise, I put in hot water in a sink, and then I added the bowl into the hot water, and then I waited for about 45 to an hour. But if you don't want to do this, you can put your mixture out. You can leave it out for about 2 hours, and then it will rise or be almost double in size, as you can see. Then you need to like punch out the air of the dough so you can start mixing it again, or knead it. I think the right word is knead. Yeah, then you can just knead it for about a minute or so, and then it's ready for you to start frying your Magwinya. So I just want to show you guys how I get my Magwinya to be round. So I wet my hands a little bit, and then you section out a little bit of your dough, and then squeeze it through your thumb and index finger like so, and that's how you get them to be round. So now we're gonna start frying our magwinya. We are deep frying, so you're going to use a lot of cooking oil. I used sunflower oil for the deep frying, not canola oil, because I can reuse the sunflower oil to deep fry other things as well. Yeah, so you're gonna section out your dough like I showed you and make round magwinya, and then allow it to start frying. Just before you start frying, you should reduce the heat on the stove so that the oil can cool down. That way your magwinya will cook thoroughly inside without browning too quickly on the outside. Then you can just sort of turn it over halfway through, fry it for about 5 minutes or so, and it should be good. Once ready, you can start removing your magwinya and put it on paper towels for it to drain out the oil. And there you have it, nice and round amagwinya, which you can serve with the filling of your choice. Personally, I prefer acha and polony, but I know some people like to have it with cheese. So do let me know in the comment section what's your preferred filling. Do enjoy. And that is how I make my magwinya. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do let me know if you are gonna try the recipe. Let me know how it turns out. And if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.